Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am going to teach you Tajweedul Quran in English. In Tajweedul Quran, we have 29 letters in Arabic language, and there are 17 articulation points for these 29 letters. And we are supposed to articulate every letter from its proper articulation point. And after that, we have different Sifate, and they are called Sifate Lazma Mutawada. It means opposite mandatory characteristics. Opposite mandatory characteristics. These are a kind of characteristics in every letter of Arabic language. When we articulate Arabic letters, and if we don't take care of these characteristics of these letters, then we cannot articulate Arabic letters in proper way, and as a result our letters will not be proper, and we will not be able to read the Holy Quran with proper pronunciation. So for that purpose, this is you can say Tajweed is like you can say phonology of Arabic language. When you learn these things, so then you will be able to read the Holy Quran with Tajweed, which is obligatory. Because if you don't take care of the proper pronunciation of Quran, then people from different language background, they will change the Holy Quran, and then you will not be able to understand the Holy Quran when it is read from different people. So for that purpose, Tajweed is important, and that's why if you collect one person from all the continents and they read Holy Quran with Tajweed, they will read in the same way. So now here I'll teach you Sifate Lazma Mutawada. So we have basically we have 10 Sifate Lazma Mutawada. Sifate Lazma Mutawada, it means that we have divided all these 29 letters in two groups. So in one letter, if one characteristic is found, and in the other will be found another characteristics, and or you can say the opposite characteristic of the first one. For example, these are 5 characteristics in one letter, and these are 5 characteristics in one letter. So these 5 characteristics are opposite of these 5 characteristics, and the names of these characteristics are, for example, in one letter there will be hams, in the other will be jahar. So hams, jahar. In the other letter will be shiddat, in the other will be rikhwat. Isti'ala, istifal, itbaq, infitah, iflaq, ismat. So these are 10 characteristics. 5 are opposite of 5. For example, hams, jahar, shiddat, rikhwat, isti'ala, istifal, itbaq, infitah, iflaq, ismat. So these are 10 characteristics. I will teach you these 10 characteristics, and they will be opposite of each other, and this class I will teach you just 4. So first one is hams. Hams is a characteristic in these letters, and this is an acronym of those letters. In these are 10 letters, and the acronym is fahathahu shakhsun sakat. It means all these letters have this characteristics, hams. Fa, ha, tha, ha, shin, kha, swat, sin, kaf, ta. These are 10 letters, and there is the characteristics of hams. They are called hurufi mahmusa. So what is the meaning of hams? Hams, it means weakness. You can say weakness, a kind of weakness. Whenever we articulate these letters, So here will be a sort of weakness. For example, if you say fa, af, ah, there is a little bit weakness. And as compared to these letters, this is called jahar, and this is opposite of this. These two characteristics are opposite of each other, because here is weakness and here is strongness. So in these letters will be weakness, and in these letters will be strongness. For example, all the letters, we have 29 letters, so 10 letters are mahmusa and 19 letters are majhura. So they are, when we articulate these letters from their articulation point, so there will be a strongness and the sound is stopped here, while there will be a weakness and the voice or the sound will be continue. For example, you compare these you can say sin with za. Now you see za, sin and za, they are the letters of the same makhraj. Swad, za, sin, they are hurufi safir. Their makhraj, their articulation point is the same, but here they are different in these characteristics. So in sin you can find hams, and za you can find jahar. In the basis of these characteristics, these letters are articulated differently. Otherwise they have the same articulation point, but on the basis of these characteristics they are different from each other. So here is hamza and here is jahar. So when we articulate this scene, so it articulated from its articulation point with the weakness, and the sound is continue. For example, you can say as, the sound is continue, and here is weakness, as. And here as. Now you see as, the sound is stopped here, and here is strongness. So when we compare this scene with za, so they are opposite of each other. Likewise, all these letters which are in mahmusa, they are opposite of them. So this is hams and this is jahar. Now come to this one, shiddat and rekhwat, they are opposite of each other. Shiddat mean hardness, shiddat, hardness, and the letters in which we can find hardness in Arabic language, there are 8 letters, and they are the acronym is ajidka qatabta, hamza, jim, dal, kaf, qaf, ta, ba, ta. These are the letters which are called shadida, hurufi shadida. And what does it mean? When we articulate these letters sorry, when we articulate these letters, here will be a sort of hardness. For example, you can say aj, ad. As compared to these letters, there will be softness. Rekhwat means softness. So hardness and softness. For example, if you compare dal with the tha, you see dal, ad, here is hardness, ad, and af, ad, af. So they are opposite of each other. Now you shouldn't be confused. For example, if you find this characteristic in these letter, and now this the same letter is here. For example, this is ha here and this is ha here. How is it possible? You can consider these characteristics like two persons. I give you this example to make you understand how a letter can come here and how a letter can come here. So these are different characteristics, and you can consider this is one person and this is another person. So you can say this is Hasin, the name of a person, and this is Jamil, the name of a person. This is Hasin and this is Jamil. These are two persons. So this Hasin is a person who has a little bit temperament, and here is soft. You can say here is weakness in his characteristics. This Haseen is his temperament here is weakness, but in Jamil here is you can say strongness in his temperament. And again, in the temperament of Jamil is hardness. He is weaknesses in his temperament, but here is also hardness in his temperament, and here is strongness in Jamil temperament, but here is also softness in his characteristics. So you can find many letters in which you have this characteristics and also this characteristics. This one, not this one. But you cannot find a letter that they will have the opposite characteristic. For example, if a letter is here, it will not be here, but it can be here. Okay, and likewise, if a letter is here, it cannot be here, but it can be here. So in this way you can understand, and it is easier. Now I am going to recite a small surah of the Holy Quran, and you will note different characteristics of these letters. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. Like this you will note all these characteristics when you read the Holy Quran. And if you are interested in learning Tajweedul Quran, I will teach you Tajweedul Quran on mobile wherever you are in the world. So you can contact me on my these two contacts. This is my WhatsApp from Pakistan, and this is my email faizqureshi6@gmail.com. So if you are interested in learning the Holy Quran with Tajweed or just the course of Tajweed, so I will teach you the whole course in 1 month, one course, or also I can teach you in 1 week. So in which course you are interested, you can contact me. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.